everybody, my name is Rachel and welcome to my channel Kalanati. Today I'm going to be doing a book haul of recent acquisitions from the last half of July and most of the month of August. There's going to be a lot of Guin in here. If you watched one of my weekly wrap-ups recently, I mentioned I was on kind of a Guin kick, and I ordered a whole bunch of books by her. Some I have read, some I haven't read yet. And after they all arrived, I got the very last one this morning, I decided to go ahead and film just everything that I've gotten recently. And I'm going to start with the Guin because those are the ones I am most excited about. The first Guin book I'm going to show you is the only one that doesn't match any of the others. It's not in a special edition, and that is The Telling. This is a Hainish novel, but I completely forgot its existence until I was looking up all the Hainish novels. I think I have read it before, but I have no memory of it. I didn't remember the title, I don't remember the story. It's kind of a big blank in my memory, so maybe I haven't read it. I will reread it, or read it for the first time, eventually. You guys know I really like SF Masterworks editions of science fiction books. I want to, collect them all and have the wall of yellow spines. I'm holding myself back, though, trying to have a little bit of self-control. Haha. I don't know the meaning of that phrase. But I let myself buy a couple of books by Guin in these editions. The first one is The Word for World is Forest, which I have already read, and I remember a little bit about. It's very tiny. This won the Hugo Award for Best Novella, I think. I didn't remember it being this short. It's 128 pages, so I really want to reread this one soon. The other one that I want to reread soon because it is very short is The Lathe of Heaven. This has a really weird cover. I like this one. There's something about, the colors on this one that appeal to me a lot. He looks demonic. This guy, what's his name? George. His dreams alter reality, and he has a red eye. It's kind of scaring me. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but I also remember a little bit about this one, and it is 184 pages long, so also incredibly short. The other one in these editions that I got just came out. I pre-ordered it by 4 days. I didn't realize it was that new. It is a compilation of 2 of her short story collections, The Wind's 12 Quarters and The Compass Rose. It's also pretty big. So I'm going to be reading a bunch of Guin's short stories this year. I'm working on her selected short stories from the Unreal and the Real collection, which is kind of highlights, I guess. Looking forward to that. And speaking of short story collections, the other 4 that I got by Guin are all these Harper Perennial editions, and I know nothing about them. They're collections of short stories. So we have 4 Ways to Forgiveness, A Fisherman of the Inland Sea, and I have read both of those way back in the past. Then we have Orsinian Tales, which I'm really looking forward to reading. It has humongous type in it. It's gonna be a breeze to read. I've already read a couple of the stories in this as well, and I liked them, so that's why I'm looking forward to reading more of them. And the last one is Unlocking the Air, which I think also has Orsinian stories in it because the title story is one. I will find out. Those are all of the Guin books, so moving on to the assortment of other things I have acquired recently. I have one more SF Masterworks edition. I got The Fall of Hyperion by Dan Simmons. I have the same matching edition of the first book, Hyperion. I love this book. I did a review of this, actually. I will link that for you guys. I really liked Hyperion, and I loved The Fall of Hyperion, so I had to get this. I don't need any more beautiful editions of books to collect, but I recently discovered the Fantasy Masterworks, or the new editions of the Fantasy Masterworks, which are a sister line to the SF Masterworks, also published by Gollancz. And I was looking for a nice copy of Little Big by John Crowley, which I got. It's beautiful. It's the green one. And then I looked up all the others, and I need to get them all. But I've only read 2 of them, so I'm limiting myself to just the ones I've already read. And because I liked how Little Big was done, I got Umbria in Shadow by Patricia A. McKillop. This is the really beautiful purple one. I read this years ago when I was a teenager, and I remember being impressed by it. I remember really liking McKillop's writing style, and I went back and I like binge read some of her other books in 2013, I think, and I think that her writing style is a bit of an acquired taste. If you read too many of her books in a row, they're very atmospheric, but they start to blend together. It's a very beautiful sensation, though. So I do like her as an author, and I wanted to own this. I think I'd like to reread it at some point because I remember liking it when I was younger. The final 4 books I had to show you are just kind of a grab bag. I have The Tales of Knowveryon by Samuel R. Delany. This is the first volume out of 4 in his Knowveryon series or world, and it's a collection of 5 stories, and the main character, Gorgic, is gay. I'm going to judge based on the blurb on the back. I'm really interested in reading this. This is the last book I plan on reading before I do the NSFW tag. Yes, I'm still going to do it, Nicole. Why am I reading this before I do that tag? Because I have no good reason. I also have Wicked Gentleman by Jen Hale. I've already read this. I read this recently for the Booktubeathon, and I talked about it in a wrap-up, so I will link that. Short version is, I think the writing is subpar, but the characters, their relationship, and the world building were very interesting, and I enjoyed the book immensely for that. And I have my own copy of The Martian by Andy Weir. I read this back in 2014 and really enjoyed it, and kept meaning to get my own copy. This is also a rare case of me liking the American cover of a book way more than the UK cover. That never happens, but it's a lot nicer looking than the other one. And the last one is this 1,000-page beast. It is Harris Serrano by Elizabeth Moon. It is an omnibus of the first 3 books in her Serrano Legacy series. Does it even say what the title of the series is? It is Serrano Legacy, I think. Anyway, the first 3 books are Hunting Party, Sporting Chance, and Winning Colors. This is the military SF series that she wrote back in the 90s. It has a female protagonist like the Vadis War series, and Catherine from the Android's Conundrum is going to be reading the series starting with the first 3 books in September, and I'm going to be joining her. Hopefully our plans stay put, yes, but you know, life happens. So I've got it. I plan on reading it in September. And that is everything I have to show you guys. I've been sitting here talking for way too long. So if you have any comments or thoughts on any of these books and you want to talk about them, please comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. And I will talk to you guys again in my next video. Bye.